YouTube? I'm back with another video, and once again, this is CTS Vegan, the guy with the 2009 CTS-V sedan and the 2012 CTS-V coupe. But anyways, that's not talking about those today. Today, actually, it's kind of a bittersweet day. I'm in the SRT right now, and I actually have my mom following behind me right now. But this is actually my last day with this SRT, with this Magnum, and I'm actually going to go drop it off right now. Basically, all I did, because I wasn't getting the prices that I wanted to get on this car, I went ahead and just maxed out on a title loan, and then I'm just giving the car. So, you know, I was trying to sell the car and all that, and, you know, these things aren't really worth that much anymore. So I've been wanting to get rid of the car for a little while now. I mean, I had it for I had this car about a good 8 or 7 years now, man. It's over 227,000 miles on the car. And so yeah, it was just time, because I just went back strictly to GM. I got this car when I first started working as a car painter, because that's what I do. That's my actual job right now, and hopefully until this YouTube stuff take over. But I paint cars, so I'm a body man. But I paint for the government. So when I first started my first job, right after I got out of, well, probably after maybe maybe a year or two after I got out of painting school, I started working at my first official job, and you know, they was paying real well, so I went and bought a car. Now, I know I was young then, so I didn't have the negotiation skills or none of that, so I think I overpaid for this car, because for 2006 I shouldn't have paid $21,000 for this car. I don't care what it is, but well, it is what it is. You learn from those things. I was working hard, you know, and I paid the car off. Took me a little while, but I finally got it paid off. Probably, it took me like 5 years, and I finally paid the car off. So, like I said, I had the car for about 8 years now, so, you know, yeah, it's been real good to us. You know, a few things started messing up, and I thought about just going ahead and fixing it. But then, see, the game changer was when I won the white CTS-V. So now I had another car that I could, that I had a title to, that I own. So it wasn't any use for this car anymore. You know, I would say it could sit there. It could sit until somebody needed it, but it started breaking down. Like, things started going wrong with the car. Like, it's a lot of things that we fixed. Like, it was some overheating problems that it was having that we had to fix. The AC went out. So it's just one of them things where it's just, the car has just been there so long. It's been good to me. You know, it took a lot of trips. Went to college when I was at Sam Houston and everything in this car. So it took me to U of H and back. I remember having to keep filling it up with water because it kept overheating. But, you know, I finally got that problem fixed. But, yeah, it's just time. Since I got the other CTS-V, now I use that one as my daily until I get my black one off the shop. Then that'll be the daily. But it was just time to get ready for a different chapter. So I know somebody will be happy with this car. It's a good car. It's still really fast. Got me moved in, as you can see from the old videos. We helped move into the house with it. Actually, before my mom got the Camaro, she was able to drive this because her Mercedes went down. So, you know, the car's been really good to us. It's a lot of stuff that I did to this car too. I thought about keeping it and customizing it, but I was like, nah, I'm gonna just go strictly back to GM. You know, I know it's a lot of Dodge people and people that want a nice affordable SRT that's ridiculously fast, I guess, that somebody will take this car in and they'll really, really love it. So, brand new tires, everything on this car. So, like all 4 of them brand new. But yeah, I'm going to go drop it off now. Actually, the place is closed, but you know, they have a drop box, so I'm gonna just drop it off and leave the keys. But heading on to a new chapter, man. So I really enjoyed this car. Had fun in this car. Actually, I met my girlfriend in this car. So, you know, it's a lot of sentimental value, but you can't hold on to things forever. So it's my good old SRT, man. I remember when these was the hype. I actually got this car because it wasn't the Charger or the Challenger. I wanted to be different. I was always one of those people that wanted a fast car that was like different. So I ended up getting the Magnum, which, you know, it was cool. It's heavy, but it was cool. That's probably why I got the CTSVs too, because everybody wanted Camaros and still Chargers and Challengers and all that. So I went and got a Cadillac. But yeah, it's been real good to me. See, check all this stuff out. It still get me from A to B, but yeah, tire pressure monitor is out. You know, they got check engine lights, probably for some small stuff. Probably because I haven't driven this car in so long, because I've been driving the other V. But you know, I had to add in my own double din back when these was the hype. So I had to add in my own speakers. Actually, the kicker in the back, it actually went out, because you know these cars came with that kicker speaker. But now this thing is outdated too, so you know, got cracks in the windshield. It was a bunch of stuff, man, but the car got me from A to B and where I needed to be. And then, you know, when somebody tried to, you know, mess around and play, especially on like the little imports or some RTs or even other SRTs, it don't matter. You know, the car was able to run with some of these cars and keep up. It wasn't much done to the engine besides doing a cold air intake. That's pretty much all I did on this car. So it's a little bit faster than stock, but not much. But just a lot of stuff started happening. You know, like I said, the car had overheating problems, and we got it fixed. I mean, but now the AC is out. Luckily, it's starting to get cold out here in Houston. But you know, it was just time for somebody else to have a little car that they can play around with, because I wasn't gonna drive it, because I'm gonna be in the 2 Vs. So that's what I'm focusing my channel on, and that's what I have my that's what I got. We got all the other GM cars as well. So you know, it's nothing major. I love this car still, but you know, time for a change. So right now we're on the freeway. Like I said, I got my mom following behind me, and we're gonna go drop this car off real quick, and I'm gonna probably ride back home. Well, I'm gonna ride back home with her before she goes to the gym. So shouldn't be too much further. Yeah, we should be almost there, because it's right out here near Spring. But shouldn't be too much further, so I'm gonna pick back up after I drop the car off. Alright, so it's done. Dropped it off. Actually couldn't find a spot to put it in. Everything is locked now, so couldn't find a spot to put it in, so we slid it under the door in the back. So it's fun while it lasted. See you later.